Hello and welcome back to Ankh 2, Heart of Osiris. Didn't I say you'd hear from me again? So, as I was looking around, I saw that this is actually pick-up.
Trap useless. A trap for these nasty giant desert weasels.
So, we've got something we can use to poke?
It served to support the weasel trap.
Yeah, so what? Can we use that to get the egg? Because he wants something fresh, so can't we just give him the egg? Hopefully, come on.
Wow, I didn't know what I'm capable of. A bird egg.
Okay, do you want this?
Should I really throw that at him? That won't work. An egg in the pan, more or less.
It's better if you keep it.
So where do I want to put this? There's no place which is baking, right? Yeah, there's no place that is baking. The only thing is the bush, which is usually flaming, but it's definitely not. The only thing I can think of is the bush. Because, yeah. I'm just trying to think, and so sometimes I don't speak. Because we still got that loose wedge of stone. The only thing is the bush, right? I mean, that's the only other character we can really talk to. We got rid of almost everyone else. Hi.
I'm much more divine than you.
More divine than God? Don't get carried away.
That's just the last one.
Why on earth did you have to manifest as a balmy bush?
Don't make me angry. I like bushes. And what else am I supposed to take in this sparse environment? A grain of sand, maybe?
Yeah.
I'll build a park here, but with tulips. All the bushes will be uprooted.
That. You. No. It happened again. This always happens when I get worked up. Oh, man. The last time it was Moses who really burned me up. Now I have to wait again for the next rainy season. Or, I could send the floods.
No. Your fire really helps me out.
What are you doing there? That really is the limit. Just you wait. I'll cover your kingdom with plagues.
This is not an image I would have been
indeed.
thinking.
It'll rain
Seeing.
locusts. And frogs will fall from the skies. And furthermore, hail. Yeah, yes, indeedy.
Whatever you say. But this fried egg is roasted to perfection.
And you'll also be roasted, Pharaoh.
Come on. There you go.
That's kind of you. Thanks.
Wow! A little hammer for precise work with the chisel.
I will certainly not need it again.
Thanks. I'll see you later. A futuristic tool of the strange slave. It becomes a magic wand in the right hands. Meant figuratively. I don't believe that someone will also start doing magic here.
Okay, so we actually have what we need.
Good. A chisel.
Here you go, big slave boss man. I've got hold of everything.
By the putrid feet of the Pharaoh. We'll finally be able to leave this stinking quarry. This is the plan. First, we'll blindfold our eyes. Every kid knows that this'll make us invisible.
What?
And once we're invisible, we'll take the hammer and chisel and we'll chisel our way through the rock face as fast as lightning.
What?
A magnificent plan, isn't it?
No, that's a psychotic plan.
Excuse me?
Well, that's definitely the stupidest thing I've ever heard during my whole existence.
But
No buts. Cloth can't make anyone invisible.
But I used to think,
And chiseling through this mountain, that would take years.
Years? How long is that?
I don't believe this. I mean, here I am, thinking my tushy off, and all this idiot has is sawdust for brains.
Well, I thought that the plan was good.
I'm leaving immediately. What else could possibly go wrong that's even worse than this fiasco?
Make way for the Pharaoh!
The Pharaoh? But I am the...
You're what?
Never mind. So what does the Pharaoh want here?
I herewith issue an order. A secret temple in which there is a sacred object must be found immediately. To all of my slaves, search for this temple.
Has he been getting more green in the flesh?
What a con man!
So we're supposed to search for a temple.
Hey, perhaps this could be our chance to escape. Secret passages are always hidden in temples.
You know a lot.
I've been around.
All right, then. If you don't like my escape plan, then let's just see if yours is any better.
I'll search for signs as to where this secret temple could be hidden. Then we'll go through the temple to get to the outside. Cloth, hammer and chisel. I still can't believe it.
Oh, man.
Okay, so escape, tell Alcapone. Find hints about the door to the temple. Find entrance to the secret temple. Huh.
A wobbly wedge is stuck here in a big vein of firestone. A futuristic tool of the strange slave. That won't work.
There was the thing.
The large wheel is connected. Only Mr. Ra would make the water even cleaner. I would prefer not to shower here.
Find clues.
A big vein of firestone. That won't work. That won't work. Knots? No one ever taught me that. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
And we still can't do anything with this, huh?
That won't work. Knots? No one ever taught me that. That won't work. That won't work.
Just wanted to make sure. I don't remember anything that would even remotely resemble an entrance. Yeah, there's nothing here. Or not anymore, at least. We kind of took care of that.
Strange. It says as much as open here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that before. Oh, that's something my eyesight is more of a issue against. Well, we got it. So what, do we need to tell him? Find items that Alcapone can combine the rope with? This game keeps updating it before I even get to something for it, right? Well, let's look.
Well then, did you
Yes, I've found the entrance.
Really? Where is it?
It's just behind the rock that we're standing on.
Do you mean that we have to break off that rock face? And how are we going to do that? Perhaps with that rope over there?
Yes, why not?
What a brilliantly stupid idea. The two of us breaking off that rock face? What balderdash.
But it's still better than your incredible invisible cloths. Maybe we'll find someone or something that's stronger than us.
Go ahead. I won't get in your way. Why don't you just go ahead and look for some amazing object that you can knot the rope to?
But I don't know how to tie knots. I never learned.
Really? Oh, man. Can't you even knot a noose?
Yeah.
The great El Caravano never ties his own noose.
Whatever. Just don't forget to let me know when you've found that amazing object. Then I'll tie the knots for you.
This?
What should I do with this? What should I do with this?
I better not start an argument.
What should I do with this?
I mean, this is the only item I have left, dude.
That won't work. I already have one. A big vein of firestone. That won't work. That won't work.
So?
I found a wedge.
But that's absurd. That'll never work. You'll have to find something else. So?
How about that big cogwheel on the well?
But that's absurd. So?
We could knot it to the blocks of stone on the conveyor belt.
That could just work. Come on, let's go.
Ah. And then we remove the wedge that we put in there to make it blocked. Yeah, we certainly found something.
By the poisoned tongue of the Pharaoh. El Caravano, you're a star. I wish you lots of success with your outbreak. You've certainly earned it.
Oh.
What? You aren't coming?
Oh, you know, it's been such a long time since I've been on the outside that I'm not sure that I'd be able to get back on my feet anymore. Now that freedom is so close at hand, I begin to think of all the things that I'd miss. The sweet sound of people being worked to death while I stand in the sun. The expression on the face of the foreman after I've managed to pull one over on him. And that almost indiscernible, distant splash when I've shoved someone from the cliff.
Al Capone, we are truly blood brothers.
Farewell, El Caravano. Give my greetings to freedom.
Okay. And the foreman overseer was just like, oh, that happened.
It's much too dark here. Who knows what I'd step on? I don't even want to think about it. It's much too dark here. Who knows what I'd step on? I don't even want to think about it. An oil torch that isn't lit. That won't work. That won't work. An oil torch that isn't lit. That won't work.
I would have thought this would have worked.
That won't work. An oil torch that isn't lit.
We can't leave now.
That won't work. That won't work. It's much too dark here. Who knows what I'd step on? I don't even want to think about it.
But it's right there, dude.
An oil torch that isn't lit.
But we can't...
That won't work. Knots? No one ever... That won't work. That won't work. Nothing else is happening. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
Yeah, and we can't go back because the stairs are caved in.
It's much too dark here. Who knows what I'd step on? I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, there we go.
Firestone. A nice pair of stones for making fire.
There we go.
I've made a fire.
There, you happy now? Okay, I just want to make sure there's nothing over here. What the hell?
It's a priest's staff that is totally out of fashion. The thing is open. It's best if I don't touch that if I like my fingers. That won't work. That won't work. Nothing else is happening. That won't work. It says, when all of the planets are in a row, then it is the great birthday of the sacred Seth. His door will open and you will render homage to him. A door of gigantic blocks of stone. This strange machine shows various dates. It's best if I don't touch that if I like my fingers. This strange machine shows various dates. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. A door of gigantic blocks of stone.
We need this, right?
It's a priest's staff that is totally out of fashion.
Oh, come on, dude.
That won't work. That won't work. Nothing else is happening.
Oh.
It's hanging too high. That worked.
No.
It looks like someone could put an arrow in the pipe and then shoot it off with the trigger.
Or do this. No.
The back end of this thing is extremely sharp now. This thing has now been sharpened on the back end. That won't work. So far, so good.
Oh. Okay. The gods have some weird mechanisms.
This strange machine shows various dates.
Finally. What day is it today? What day? What day? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Oh, I'm so excited. Cattle. A huge herd of cattle just for me alone. Oh, how lovely. Oh no, I already got that 200 years ago. I'm sure you've come up with something new.
Us? Something new?
I've got it. A scepter. Made out of shiny gold and platinum. Much bigger and heavier than my old one. No, I didn't guess right. What else could it be? Say, who are you anyhow? And why aren't you wearing a ceremonial Seth robe?
Because ceremonial Seth robes are so out at the moment.
I can only be reawakened by my faithful followers. Could this mean that today isn't even my birthday?
Which birthday would this be?
You didn't change my clock, did you?
Me? Well...
Are you actually aware of how much time it takes to reset the time on a clock like that again? Boy, oh boy. You barely begin to sink into a divine sleep of a few centuries, and then some schmuck comes waltzing through here and botches things up big time. All right, I'm sure you didn't just wake me up for the fun of it. So what's the deal here?
Show me the way out of here.
Up to the right and out through the garbage. Satisfied?
That was quite simple.
You're not outside yet.
Bestow upon me divine power?
Divine power? Do you actually know who it is that you have in front of you? I am the mighty Seth. I am the being who triumphed over Osiris, and I'm the being who strewed his body parts to the four winds, except for his heart. I'm keeping that as a souvenir, and it presents the possibility of attaining complete control over him. Ever since then, Osiris has been incarcerated within the confines of the underworld.
Wait a minute. Osiris is my protector.
Hang on, whose side are you on anyway?
What do you mean, whose side? My own, of course.
I mean, who are you rooting for in the imminent battle of the gods?
Battle of the gods?
The time for the great battle draws nigh. The gods have begun already to don their armor. The guardian of the Ankh has failed. The divine power has been released, and now everyone's out to exploit it for their own intentions. Osiris's power grows, but he won't be able to channel his power as long as his heart belongs to me. Ha ha! A great power dwells in this divine heart, a power that is entirely at my disposal. The cards will be mixed anew. Who will rule over mankind? Who will rule over the underworld? When the planets have formed the constellation of the Camel, the fate of the gods will be decided. And now, excuse me, I have preparations to make.
It's always such jolly good fun to chit-chat with the gods. What were we talking about again? Let's see.
Oh, that did something. There's a weasel over there that we can now get out.
The root has left behind a hole.
Ah, I see. And this is where they've been getting the water now that it's a little sudsy.
I put it in my pocket.
You dare to take the urn, cursed one?
Yikes! The sullen Seth is back.
This is the urn that bears the heart of Osiris. I tore it out of him with my bare hands. And I need it in order to stand a chance against him in the battle of the gods. As punishment, I will now use my divine powers to smash you to pieces.
How is that supposed to happen?
I will send my army of scorpions.
Oh, come on, all of this stress. Just for a heart like that.
The time for talking has passed.
Why?
The machines of war have already been set into motion, and stopping them now would really aggravate the weapons lobbyists.
You mean the scorpion lobbyists?
Exactly. Tremble before my army of scorpions.
What? This is the army of scorpions?
Well, there used to be more a few centuries ago. But even this one could kill you horribly within seconds.
One single, pitiful, puny scorpion with encroaching senility? And he's only got 5 legs!
I will now leave you combatants to your fate. You will suffer a wretched demise, impudent pharaoh. Ha!
The most pity. It may be weakened by age, but I don't want to take any risks. That won't work. It may be weakened by age, but I don't want to take any risks. He's not in any mood for jokes.
Oh, we got a cloth now.
An ugly rag. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. It doesn't drain anymore. It may be weakened by age, but I don't want to take any risks.
Yeah, this definitely has something to do with this guy.
A weasel is sitting there. The root is left behind. I'll take this weird clump out.
What?
A heavy, luminous object. That won't work. An empty vessel. That won't work.
Oh, an empty vessel? Can we...
It may be weakened by age, but I don't want to take any risks.
Yeah.
Now! I picked up the lid. Apparently, someone is using the temple as his garbage dump. The cardboard lid of the Kala couscous meal.
Am I supposed to use...
That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
Huh.
That won't work.
Okay, we have...
The lid is missing. The lid is missing.
Oh.
I've put the little guy in a safe place. That won't work.
No?
That cheeky fellow is locked up splendidly.
I would have thought that would have been it. Oh, wait, what's this?
I'll put the stone to the side. The hole created by the missing floor plate.
That won't work. That's what I'm getting used to. Oh, wait, I can talk?
Can anyone up there hear me?
That can't be. El Caravano, you actually made it! Everything's going according to plan?
As good as can be. I'm almost out of here.
Good luck.
What?
Everything's going according to plan?
Well, you get nothing for nothing.
We had a whip round for you. Take these provisions. They're sure to assist you.
Roasted and salted.
Oh. Okay, is this what I can use?
There's a weasel that has dug through to the next cave.
Apparently so. But we can't see the weasel over here, right? Oh, okay. And then... Yikes. Oh, good God. They really went at it. Banana. Ah. Well, we know this place.
Oh no! Bananas! And targets in the form of the Pharaoh! Help!
Oh, that's much more to my liking. I'll take a short rest.
Goldilocks.
Well, and that's the reason why I was extradited to the desert.
Man, what a creepy story.
Who's the naked, ugly chump who's taking a shower under a waterfall?
Is it possible?
The Pharaoh!
Good morning, fellows.
Tormentor, exploiter, enemy of Egypt.
Hey, let's all take it easy, guys. After all, we're all sitting in the same boat.
But our dastardly enemy.
I'm going to get the bananas.
Ephraim, perhaps we should behave like adults for a minute and first let him tell us what he's doing here?
If it has to be.
And that's how it came to be. That this spook sits on my throne while I was slaving away in that dreadful quarry.
So it was the undead Dinar who threw me out of the city.
That means there's a fiend who's even more treacherous than the Pharaoh. It's inconceivable to think what could happen if this heart of Osiris were to fall into the hands of Dinar.
Egypt would have a new ruler, and his name would be Osiris.
I would never get the Ankh back.
And I would end up having to brush my own teeth. Forever.
And if we all pulled together, we might even stand a chance at conquering this vile fiend.
Work together? With the Pharaoh? Well, if there's no other way.
Hello, Asil.
Do you perhaps have any useful items for me?
Here, these things might come in handy.
The trophy from the finals. This Seth guy's got a hooked nose.
Oh yeah, we already...
Hello, Asil.
About our relationship.
Yeah? What about it?
Tell me again. Just why didn't things work out for the two of us?
Ooh, when you ask about the things that didn't work, what exactly are you asking me? I might have eventually forgiven you for turning up late for our first date because you overslept, and then not even commenting on my new hairdo. I would have eventually also forgotten that business with the rundown restaurant that only served camel's feet. The showing off in front of your friends. Well, I've managed to tolerate it this far. But when I stumbled across that love letter from the Pharaoh's daughter, that was when it was really over.
How is it my fault when that chick writes me a letter?
But you didn't have to open it.
Shouldn't we give it another shot?
And how would you imagine that could possibly work?
I could accomplish great deeds for you.
If you could prove to me that you have something going for you and that you're serious, what am I saying? That'll never happen.
You don't know what you're missing without me.
Well, so what am I missing?
Baby, I would give you nights that were hotter than the last night on Earth.
Hot nights?
I would make you sweat.
The last time you made me sweat was when you didn't have enough cash on you to pay the bill at the restaurant. I think you need a cold shower instead.
Ooh.
There's a present. Wood and tar brought.
On my journey, I've gathered a few heavy objects that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. For example, this junk here, which looks a little bit like the heart of Osiris.
It's not true, is it? You have the heart of Osiris?
You can have it if you want. I have prettier trinkets back at my palace.
What should we do with it? Who would have the faintest notion of what to do with it? Asil, didn't you mention something about a master at the bazaar?
The term master is perhaps a bit exaggerated. He sells bogus betting tips.
We have to give the heart of Osiris to that master. He'll know what to do with it.
We've got to find something to put it in so we can transport it safely. An urn or some other vessel.
How about using this?
The trophy. That's a good idea.
That won't work. I should take a closer look at that. The 11th commandment, it says, and thou shalt not take all of this stuff too seriously. Wow, what a find! The trophy from the find. Way too obvious. I'd better pack that hard up so it'll be nice and snug. This Seth guy's got a hook that won't work. Wow, what a find! Wow, what a find! Wow, what a find!
If you're ready, then let's go.
I don't think it's a good thing that the Pharaoh sneaks around here.
Have fun with your travel preparations.
A large ladle with a long handle.
Oh, we can go this
The
way.
incredibly secret bridge. The carriers of the Pharaoh sedan share a target in form of the Pharaoh. A banana breeding plan gone mad. And all of them just for chucking under the Pharaoh's feet during processions. A large ladle with a long handle.
Don't see anything.
Another hookah. Guess who's coming back later? Chic. The luxurious, comfy model. Acceptable even by a Pharaoh stand. Amazing how these boys always seem to have a hot cauldron of bubbly soup. A true wonder of nature. The trophy from the finals. That won't work. Way too obvious. I'd better pack that hard up so it'll be nice and snug. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end the part here. You shall hear from me in the next part.